Hey guys, welcome to episode 4. Now that you have a good idea of what support and resistance are, Craig, I'm going to show you how to start plotting support and resistance points yourself. So here's qualification criteria, or we use for validating support and resistance areas. Us, I will look for swing highs and swing lows, meaning the highest or lowest point codes are. Our price has reached in a designated period, hum on a multiple touches and rejections of an area, the more record the better. A level is acted as both support and resistance, so कि move away from the area was a drastic and significant dividend you respect recently, meaning or it is still an area of interest in a recent time period. Now, there is something important. You don't need all the things listed to qualify an area and the support and resistance call. But if it does आपकी मुमकिन the more of each criterion को और in the mixing case for a stronger support and resistance points are. So can we go through these over and over again in this program ko you will be able to identify these areas within seconds of looking at a chart. So don't stress. Here we have the Poundian pair. The first place my eyes go is to the top area where I notice 3 rejections. So I draw in a line to signal to myself that this is an area of resistance. Now, in reference to the list we previously provided, this area satisfies 4 of the 5 criteria make make a good resistance level. The first factor that this satisfies is that this area is a day swing high, meaning the highest point that price has reached in this time period. Imik the second factor is say baat se somehow at the multiple rejections or bazu ne kasim 2 3 in total this he the third factor is the or just move away ka DA was significant here. As you can see price tag tanked down every time we call here. And the fourth factor it satisfies a that it was recently respected meaning the price reversed for me again in the recent time period. Assume you can the recent third rejection. Now let's look at the bottom. I noticed 2 rejections, so I draw in a level of support. The criteria that this level satisfies is that it is a swing low. There are multiple rejections, 2 in total, and the move away was drastic. Now here on the right, I noticed 2 rejections, so I draw in another level of support. This level was a recent swing low for this time period, had 2 rejections, and the move away they was significant, and it was recently respected now. Remember the 3 very important points. We got a drawing in lines in your mind. You'll have to think about these areas as areas. Don't treat them as solid lines or solid numbers. What this means is we expect price to react in this new general area, or you want a set price or a set number, and then you'll understand this more thoroughly in our strategy section. The second important point is that just because you have support and resistance drawn in doesn't mean you jump into trades every time price gets to these areas. You will always have to wait for price action and confirmation in these areas for even considering a trade. This is now what we have been referring to as the market showing its hand. And the next important point was more obvious, the better the people that have their eyes on these areas, the better they are, as more people will be looking to enter or exit trades here. Harder to find support and resistance area do not make them better. The ones that jump out right at you are the best ones. Do not draw in 100 lines or on confuse yourselves less it is more. Now, over here to the right, price finally breaks through this level of resistance. And remember, like in the last episode, when price breaks resistance, the resistance women supports. And this here is a picture perfect example here. Price breaks through resistance and come to test this new level of support imbalanced. Those would have made a great trade. Now I've noticed that the price made a new swing high here. Okay, new swing high. So whatever I do, I draw in a new level of resistance because price could potentially reverse when it gets here to the index. So then price comes down again, rejects this level of support for or a second time. And bounces, reiterating the fact that these levels work, so you can see why these levels are so important, as this new support has already created 2 profitable trade opportunities. Now, this is the very key, like, look at Sadhguru, happens well. This new swing high resistance that we just drew in, price came up, hit it and reversed. So we're starting to get an idea of how these case things all work now. However, let's jump to another pair on to say this again here. So here is the pound Aussie starting from the top leg. I spot three rejections and a false breakout. So I draw in a line here now. At so this next level, I spot support and resistance rejections, five in total. Remember that put one into the criteria if our level has acted as both support and resistance, this makes it very key. So again, I draw in another line. Moving down to this next level, Kaiser, I see both a support and resistance rejections, another on a five. So another line. Now at the bottom, three rejections of support. I draw another line here. And finally, are the extreme swing low, meaning the lowest point, or I see two rejections and I put in nariya par aise nahi. So again, to reiterate the important points, keep it simple because as we are, you could probably spot a lot of other minor support and resistance levels in between all these lines we have drawn here. But remember, so the most important thing as a beginner is to have to keep it simple. Less is takes more cuts. So let's focus on like the main key levels for now. They clutter up your charts and confuse yourself. So in the next episode, we will reveal to you honestly of the keys on secrets to finding dynamic support and resistance. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay.